All right, Kick It crew, we're gonna go through some technique. So the first thing that I'm gonna go through is fighter stance. So this will be kind of your home base for a lot of our combinations. Your left foot is gonna be facing forward, your right foot is gonna be facing outward. And so you don't wanna be like this in one line because your balance won't be as good. You really wanna have a solid base here. And think about running a train track or a line that could go straight down your legs and you would be straddling right on it. You want your toe turned out a little bit, but not all the way. So you want to be in this way, and you want to slight bend in your knees. You also don't want your hips to be facing forward. You want to be facing in kind of a normal stance here. Arms always up. So this is fighter stance. This is going to be your home base. The next thing that you've got is jab. And so this is gonna be what we would call your one. And you would just go straight out. So it's gonna be a punch from your left hand going straight out and back as quick as you can. You really wanna turn your hand over, extend, and pull it back to your cheek. This right hand never comes off of protecting your face. So it's jab, jab. The next one would be your cross or your two. So with the two, you're gonna move your feet as well and really get some of your power in that punch. So as you're throwing your two, you're gonna pivot your back foot and cross. And you're really gonna whip it. And as you pull your punch back, you slam your foot back down the ground. So you're two and back, two and back. Again, left always up in front of your face. So we've got our one, our jab, and our two, our cross. The next thing that you have is your hooks. So your hooks are gonna be coming out with your arm in an L-shaped position, like you're holding a mug in your hand here. And you don't wanna come all the way across your body. You wanna stop right in the middle of your face. And so your three is your left hook. So three and back, three and back. So you've got your jab, one, cross, two, hook, three. Your right hook is your four. And so similar to the two, you're gonna use your legs to get that power. So your four, same L shape, same cup of mug that you're holding your mug, same, not trying to come all the way across your body, but you're gonna pivot your foot and then back down. So you got one, two, three, four. Then your next would be your uppercut. And so your uppercut is gonna be in your left. You're gonna come down and up. And so you're gonna shoot it from your hip, up and out. 5, 5. Your 6, same thing, but you're gonna go with your right hand and use those feet. 6, 6. On your uppercuts, don't kind of come up at yourself or really like use your arms out straight. You really want to have control where it's bending up and out, up and out. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. So your next two punches are going to be your hooks to the body. So same as your 3 and your 4, you're just going to be down so that you can get at the opponent's body. So you've got your 7, 8. So still left, L shape, hold that mug, your knees are more bent, you're lower, getting to their body, and on your 8, you're turning, almost like you're in a lunge here. So you should really feel that 8. So you've got your jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut, hook to the body, hook to the body. Good. Your last two are gonna be your jab, cross to the body. So if you were down and your hook, hook, it's gonna be the same thing where you're bending your knees. You've got your 9, jab to the body, and your 10, jab to the body. Again, you are in a lunge position when you throw your 10 and then back. 9, 10, up. So if we were to go through the whole 1 through 10, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. So that is your full progression of punches that you'll use. Now if we go into southpaw, and so southpaw is just going to be the other way around, your right foot forward, your left foot back. You still want that railroad tracks, you still want a slight bend in your knees, you still don't want to be turned towards your opponent. You want to have your hips squared off here, arms still up, protecting your face. 1 is your jab, now it's with your right hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Same progression, you're just on the other side. That's southpaw. Now if we get into our kicks. Your front kicks, your hands are up, always protecting your face. You want to break it into 4 parts. So you've got your lift, kick out, foot flex, bring it in and down. Lift, out, in, down. Full speed, it goes down, down. Other side. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. Or full speed. And you really want to make sure on the bring it back that you're not going from here just to down. You really want to kick in and down. Great. Your next one is going to be the back kick. So very similarly, except you're just kicking someone in the back of you. So you lift your leg up, extend out, same thing where your foot is still flexed, bring it in and down. Side view like this. Up, back, in, down. For safety reasons, make sure you check behind you, make sure nobody's there. You don't want to really kick somebody here, so up, back, in, down. Full speed. Good. Same thing on the left. Up, back, in, down. Up, back, in, down. Full speed. Good. Next up is your side kicks. So very similar. Break it into 4 parts, but you're kicking out to the side of you. So you bring your leg up, kick it out, in, down. 2 things on the out. Make sure that your knee isn't rotating up towards the ceiling or the sky. Keep the foot flex. So it's up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Good. On the left-hand side, up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Almost lost my balance there. So full speed. Awesome. So then the last kick that we have is our roundhouse kick. And this is a fun one because it's a little bit different than the rest. So your front foot will be forward, turned out a little bit. You're going to lift your foot up, toes pointed towards your butt, and you're going to flick out and in and down. So it's going to look like this. Up, out, down. Ooh. So turn up, out, down. Full speed. Good. So this is the only one where your toe is pointed and you're really getting up, out, down. So side view, and really kick it out and bring it in and then bring it down. So that is all of your kicks. Now we'll get into our fitness moves. So the first one is squats. We have a whole round related to squats, right? And so you want your feet about shoulder width apart so you have a good base and you can settle in and really make sure that you're in all of your feet. You're not just on your toes or on your heels. You want to be really flat on your feet. As you squat down, you want to push your butt back and really get that 90-degree angle in your shins and your thighs here. And so what you don't want to do is be bent over or, well, you just don't want to be bent over. And so that's a squat. Pretty simple there. Then on a lunge, same thing. So you want to be hip width apart, shoulder width apart. You're going to step the foot back again, you don't want to be, same thing like we were talking about fighter stance, you don't want to be kind of in one line. You want to be staggered so that you have the road between you, or the train tracks between you. And so, like we talked about in fighter stance, you almost, when you're doing those hooks to the body or the jab across to the body, you're in a lunge position. And so you just drop the knee down and up, down and up. And so what you want to make sure here is that your front foot, you're never really locking out this front knee. And when you come down, you don't want the knee to come over the foot. So those are the two things to be really mindful of in a lunge. Other side, you go down and up, down and up. Awesome. A plank. So a plank is a pretty simple one. You're gonna go down on your hands and feet. You wanna make sure that you're spreading your fingers out and all the weight is evenly in between your fingers. You've got your hands underneath your shoulders. You don't wanna be too far forward, too far back. You definitely don't want your butt in the air. You wanna make sure that you look like one solid plank of wood. While we're down here, we can do mountain climbers, which is in a plank position, but you're now bringing your knees up into your chest. And so it's really good for the abs to work here. That's mountain climbers. And then we'll stay down on the ground for push-ups. So push-ups, pretty hard one to do. I like to modify. But if you're doing a full push-up, you're still in that plank position. You want those elbows to graze right past your side. You don't want to be out here. I feel like they taught you how to do that in gym class. That's not the way we want to do push-ups. You really want to graze down and up. So your hands, same thing, keep the even weight in them. Straight plank, legs back, no butt up in the air, not too far forward. Hands right under the chest. You go down and up. Modify, you just put those knees up and the arms don't change, right? So you're going down and up. It's a push-up. Burpees. So a burpee really puts all of those things together. So there's a lot of jumping in a burpee. You're gonna put your hands down, jump back to a plank, jump your legs forward, and jump up. Burpee full speed, down, up. Now to modify, because that might not be in everyone's wheelhouse, you can just walk everything. So you put your hands down, you walk your feet out to a plank, walk your feet in and up. That's the modification for a burpee. So as we talk about modifications, there's other ones that we have too. So in Kick It, we could be doing jumping jacks, and we could tell people modification would be to tap it out. And just doing this, you're still getting a really good workout and following along to the beat of the music. Jump squats, same thing. You know, anything with a jump, you can really just take the jump out of it, tap it out, or do other things. So a jump squat, if we were to say a jump squat in class, you could tell your class that they could modify by just doing a clean squat. High knees, so sometimes we'll get into bringing up those high knees runs. A modification could be to march it out. Bring those knees up into the chest. You still really feel it in the core. And then the last one is a shuffle. So if we're shuffling, you could tell someone to grapevine, bring you back to gym class. And that's an awesome modification. So those are all of the modifications that we have to talk about.